Hello, my name is Lyssa deHart. I am a coach with inviteCHANGE. I specialize really in looking at people's stories with them. I'm a narrative coach, and what I'm doing a lot of times with clients is starting to get an idea around the neural networks, the habits of thinking that they might have that keep them feeling stuck in situations. So an example of this is if you have a story that you keep telling yourself about how you can't do something, you've created a neural network. And so getting curious about how would you like to be in relationship to that story is a big part of the work that I do with people. I think the most important thing about coaching from my experience is that we have our filters, our understanding of ourselves so firmly fixed to our face that it is very difficult to have an external experience of what it is that we might be choosing, doing, saying, or thinking without another person there who's going to be curious on our behalf with us, which allows us then to start to get really curious about these narratives that show up. And the narratives show up in a myriad of ways. One of the ways that they show up is in the way that we speak metaphorically. And so having a coach who's really willing to get curious with you is listening deeply to your words, listening deeply to the shifts of tone, or what was that deep sigh you just took? What was that about? You may have just stepped over it yourself, and yet with a coach in the room with you, you have an opportunity to go, what was that deep sigh? So that you can start to get an inside out perspective of what story you're telling yourself and where you might want to tweak it so that you can move yourself further down the road in the direction that you'd like to go. One of the differentiators that makes inviteCHANGE special is this concept of generative wholeness. And it's a word that it may have a different meaning for you, but what it really means for me is this wellspring, this place of curiosity, of creativity that invites individuals to bring their best selves forward.